University Challenge. Asking the questions, Jeremy Paxman.
Hello. Phase 2 of our double elimination quarter-final stage concludes tonight. Last time we saw Bristol University join Royal Holloway London in qualifying for the semis. Tonight we return to the losers bracket. Both teams playing this evening lost their first quarter-final match, and whoever loses again tonight will be eliminated from the competition. The team from Newnham College, Cambridge, began their contest with a narrow defeat at the hands of the Courtauld Institute of Art. Their losing score, however, was among the highest of the first round and earned them a repechage match against the University of Sheffield, which they won comfortably. They then beat Cardiff in round 2 to set up a first quarter-final against Bristol, in which they eased their opponent's path to victory by incurring 5 5-point penalties on starter questions. Across all 4 matches, their average score is 150 and their average age is 22. Let's meet them for the 5th time.
Hello, my name's Bethan Holloway-Strong. I'm from Surrey and Australia, and I'm studying English.
Hello, I'm Hannah Bowen. I'm from Gateshead, and I'm studying German, Russian and Polish.
This is their captain.
Hi, I'm Roma Ellis. I'm from Nottingham, and I'm studying philosophy.
Hi, my name is Chen Ju. I'm from Suzhou in China, and I study history of science.
Well, the team from Jesus College, Cambridge, swatted aside a pair of Oxford colleges to reach the quarter-finals, with St Catherine's College and University College barely managing half Jesus' score each time. Against UCL, however, they never really managed to get out of first gear. They fared well on the buzzer, but bonus sets on anatomy, 14th century history and picnics in fine art yielded little fruit. With an average score so far of 165 and an average age also of 22, let's meet the Jesus team again.
Hi, I'm Josh Kay. I'm from North West London and I'm studying maths.
Hi, I'm Juliette Tyndall. I'm from Birmingham and I'm studying Spanish and Portuguese.
And this is their captain.
Hi, I'm Hamish McGregor. I'm from Cambridge and I'm studying for a PhD in cancer genetic epidemiology.
Hi, I'm Samir Agarwal. I'm from London and I'm studying engineering.
Well, you all know the rules by now, so fingers on the buzzers. Here's your first starter for 10. What surname links all of these? An English navigator who served the first Tokugawa shogun, an early US First Lady and prominent woman of letters, the composer of The Death of Klinghoffer, and the authors of The Plague Dogs and So Long and Thanks for All the Fish.
Newnham Ellis.
Adams.
Adams is correct. Right, you get 3 bonuses on a European city. Which European city is the title of a 1998 play by Michael Frayn concerning a meeting between Niels Bohr and Werner Heisenberg to discuss the German atomic bomb program?
Probably Copenhagen.
I think it is. It is
Copenhagen.
Copenhagen is correct. In a phrase also associated with Richard Feynman, the US physicist David Mermin described the Copenhagen interpretation of quantum mechanics as shut up and do what?
Do maths, isn't it? Maths.
No, it's calculated.
Oh.
Born in 1879, which physicist responded to the Copenhagen interpretation with the words, "At all events, I am convinced he," meaning God, "does not play dice"?
Einstein.
Well done. 10 points for this. The Jatiya Samgad, or House of the Nation, is the parliament of which Asian country, where President Abdul Hamid was elected for a second term in 2018? Independent since 1971.
Jesus Agarwal.
Bangladesh.
Bangladesh is correct. You get a set of bonuses now on a novelist and scholar. Noted both for crime fiction and her verse translations of Dante, which author wrote advertisements for Coleman's Mustard and Guinness in the 1920s to establish her financial independence?
I don't know. Any ideas?
The authors from the 1920s.
Wolf.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah. Virginia Woolf.
No, she was much more serious. Dorothy L. Sayers. Sayers described her amateur detective, Lord Peter Wimsey, as a cross between Bertie Wooster and which Hollywood actor born Frederick Austerlitz in Nebraska in 1899?
It's not like Humphrey Bogart or something,
Could
is it?
be, yeah.
Or Fred Astaire, possibly.
I don't know.
Yeah,
What do you think?
Is that right? What do you think?
Not sure.
Yeah.
Fred Astaire.
It was Fred Astaire.
Good.
And finally, featuring Harriet Vane, Sayers' 1935 novel Gaudy Night is set in which fictional Oxford college? It shares its name with the town on the River Severn, the birthplace of Charles Darwin.
On the Severn.
A fiction. It's not Porterhouse, is it? No, that's not a real place, is it?
Is it Gloucester, or possibly? Is that on the Severn?
It's on the right by the country, isn't it?
Yeah.
Gloucester College.
No, it's Shrewsbury College. We're going to take another starter question now. The US states with the capitals Jackson and Harrisburg give their names to the principal subdivisions of which geological period, ending around 300 million years ago, it's associated with the...
Newnham Ellis.
Carboniferous.
Carboniferous is correct. These bonuses are on a faunal boundary line. Marking the boundary between Siberian and Japanese ecological regions, the Blakiston line is a faunal boundary that runs between which two Japanese islands?
It should be Hokkaido and the other one, but I don't know what's beneath Hokkaido.
Honshu?
Yeah, it was Honshu.
Yeah.
Hokkaido and Honshu.
Yeah.
Hokkaido and Honshu.
Correct. Illustrating the division between the islands, the species Ursus arctos and Ursus tibetanus are native to Hokkaido and Honshu, respectively. What is the common name for the family of mammals to which these species belong?
The bears.
Surely
Something
bears.
like
Yeah,
Ursus is bears.
Bears.
Bears is correct. The Blakiston line marks the northern limit of the Japanese species of which genus of primates, making it the northernmost monkey species in the world?
Macaques? Possibly?
Yeah.
No.
Are they the ones that
Isn't it
sit
more
on
Yeah,
horses'
they go,
frames?
yeah.
Try that.
The macaques.
The Japanese macaques.
Macaque is correct, yes, well done. We're going to take a picture round now. For your picture starter, you're going to see the flag of a supranational organisation. For 10 points, please name it.
Newnham Champ.
International Association of Aviation.
No, it's not.
Jesus K.
IATA.
No, it's the Nordic Council, so we'll take the picture bonuses in a moment or two. 10 points for this. In one of the earliest recorded events in Athenian history, which Greek statesman and former Olympic champion attempted a coup in 632 BC with backing from the rival city of Megara? He shares his name with the race of robotic beings featured in the Battlestar Galactica franchise.
Newnham Ellis.
Cylon.
Cylon is correct. Well, we just saw the flag of the Nordic Council, which promotes cooperation between countries in the Scandinavian region. For your picture bonuses, you'll see flags of 3 minor members of the Council. 5 points for each you can identify. Firstly, this autonomous region.
This is the Anand Islands, I think. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Does that sound good? Nominate Chen.
Anand Islands?
The Island Islands is correct. Secondly, this is the flag of which peoples who have observer status on the Council?
That's Sami.
Sami, yeah. Sami.
Sami is correct. And finally,
That's Greenland.
That's Greenland.
Greenland.
that is Greenland. Well done. 10 points for this. Warrington Rylands, South Shields, North Shields and Thatcham Town are among recent winners of which knockout cup, contested by clubs in tiers 9 to 11 of the English football pyramid?
Jesus Engelwall.
The FA Trophy.
No? Anyone want to buzz from Newnham?
Newnham Ellis.
Minor Leagues Championship.
No, it's the FA Vase. The trophy is for tiers 5 to 8 clubs. 10 points for this. Similar to pasteurisation, what thermal process is used to inactivate enzymes in solid foodstuffs to preserve the food? The same term is used in cooking for the process of scalding by brief exposure to boiling water.
Newnham Ellis.
Blanching.
Blanching is correct.
You're doing well.
You get 3 bonuses on the British-born astronomer Cecilia Payne-Gaposchkin. Entitled Stellar Atmospheres, Payne-Gaposchkin's 1925 PhD thesis showed that stars were mainly composed of which 2 elements?
Hydrogen and helium.
Correct. Payne-Gaposchkin also linked spectral classes of stars to ionisation states of which element, with electronic configuration neon 3s23p2?
Okay, so could it be
3 years. I don't know.
iron? Oh no,
I think
where are we
it
at?
might be iron because they make iron. I don't know.
Iron.
No, it's silicon.
Oh yeah, no, sorry.
Which of Payne-Gaposchkin's doctoral students gives his name to an equation estimating the number of possible extraterrestrial civilizations in the Milky Way?
Oh
heard
goodness.
of this, but
I have heard of
can't-
this.
I have
heard of it.
It's not.
I'm thinking letter G, but I wasn't sure I heard the.
It's
so
about
it's possible,
estimating
like,
the amount of extraterrestrial.
Yeah.
So it's like sometimes something, times something. It's
Does
like
anyone have a name?
I think his surname begins with G, but I don't know.
Gordon.
Gordon.
No, it isn't. It's Drake. 10 points for this. From the Greek for container and shape, what term is used in archaeology for a non-functional survival in shape or decoration that implies derivation from an earlier form? In modern design, the same term describes, for example, electric light bulbs in the shape of candle flames.
Jesus Agarwal.
Skeuomorphic.
Correct? For your bonuses, I want you to name the following figures from descriptions in the Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy. All three were born before 1730. His thought combines a commitment to a number of Cartesian principles with elements from ancient Stoicism and medieval Jewish rationalism into a highly original system.
Spinoza, maybe? I don't know. I don't know if that was the right time, but...
Yeah,
I don't know. Try it.
Spinoza.
Spinoza is correct. One of the most important philosophers to write in English, a thoroughgoing exponent of philosophical naturalism.
Could be Hume.
Yeah.
Or was that the right?
He is early enough for Hume.
I don't know. Who's the other big English one?
I don't know, to be honest.
The other what, sorry?
The English one that early. I know that's the one.
Like Mill or a Locke.
I think
go Hume.
Hume.
It is Hume, David Hume. And finally, the central figure in modern philosophy, he synthesized early modern rationalism and empiricism. His fundamental idea is human autonomy.
It's not Kant.
Voltaire, possibly rationalism, but
Yeah, I don't know.
let's go with Kant.
Kant is correct. 10 points at stake now. In 1946, the US military moved the population of what island location in order to carry out Operation Crossroads?
Nunamellis.
Bikini Atoll.
Bikini Atoll is correct. Your bonuses are on pairs of words that differ only by the substitution of the initial letter A for an E, as in ago and ego. In each case, give both words from the definitions. Firstly, two common British trees. One is a catkin-bearing tree of the birch family. The other, of the genus Sambuca, bears white flowers and dark edible berries.
Yeah.
Alder and elder.
Alder and elder is correct. Secondly, the genus of plants that includes the Michaelmas daisy and a class of organic compound often responsible for the fragrance of flowers and fruits.
Aster and Esther. Yes. Aster and Esther.
Correct. And finally, a word of French origin meaning jargon or slang, and a fungal disease of rye that can cause food poisoning.
Argo and ergo.
Yes, it's argo and ergo. We're going to take a music round now. For your music starter, you're going to hear an excerpt from a musical. For 10 points, please give me the musical's title.
Her ups, her downs are second nature to me now. Like breathing out and breathing in. I was serenely independent and content before we met. Surely I could always be that way again. And yet...
Nunamellis.
My Fair Lady.
It is My Fair Lady. Well done. Well, you just heard Rex Harrison performing I've Grown Accustomed to Her Face from the original recording of Lerner and Lowe's My Fair Lady, which won 3 Platinum Awards. For your music bonuses, songs from 3 more musicals which also won Platinum Awards. 5 points for each musical you can name. First...
Is this... Oh, no. I think it might be too early for Bandstand.
I'm happy to try that. And it kind of...
Oh, it might be...
I'm not as good on older music.
Is it not?
No, anything.
I don't think this is... I don't know. Could it be The Music Man?
You don't know. Music Man.
It is The Music Man, yes. Well done. Secondly...
Is there a canopy?
Oh, this is Fiddler on the Roof. This is Sunrise Sunset.
Fiddler on the Roof, you're right. It is Sunrise Sunset. And finally...
I'm gonna...
Chorus line, is this?
Yes.
Chorus line.
Chorus line is correct. Well done. It was fun watching you get those. 10 points for this. The term stare decisis refers to the principle that underpins what legal convention in which a court judgment is used as a basis for similar decisions in subsequent cases.
Newnham Bowen.
Legal precedents.
Precedent is correct, yes. You get 3 questions on the film director, Mia Hansen-Løve. Hansen-Løve's 2014 film Eden contrasts the struggling career of a fictional French DJ with the rising fame of which real-life electronic duo?
Daft Punk.
It's French, I suppose. Yeah, makes sense.
Do we think?
Yeah.
Daft Punk.
Daft Punk is correct. Who plays the lead role of the philosophy teacher Natalie in the 2016 film Things to Come? Her other films include Michael Haneke's The Piano Teacher and Paul Verhoeven's Elle.
I don't know the name of the actress and the piano teacher, so yeah, I don't know. Sorry, no.
Anyone who looks like her?
No,
maybe?
I don't know.
Eva Green.
No, it's Isabelle Huppert.
Oh.
The title of Hansen-Løve's 2021 film Bergman Island refers to Fårö, a small island just north of which larger Swedish island?
I
What's
don't
that
think I could
one
name a
that I
single
forget the
Swedish
name
island.
of that's next to Sweden, in between Sweden and Finland?
Yeah,
There's
I
an
know.
island,
Yeah.
and I never remember its name.
No, I'm actually gonna. Yeah, I'll know when I hear it. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not like Gotland or something.
It is Gotland. Well done. 10 points for this. I need a given name and a surname here. He-La is an immortal cell line used...
Jesus Tyndall.
Henrietta Lacks.
Henrietta Lacks is correct. These bonuses are on popes. In each case, identify the pope from a description of his pre-papal career. I need the papal name and number in each case. Firstly, Professor of Theology at the University of Regensburg, then Archbishop of Munich and Freising, then Prefect of the Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith.
John Paul II, is it?
John Paul II.
That's Benedict XVI. Secondly, Papal Nuncio to Weimar, Germany, later Vatican Secretary of State. In this capacity, he helped draft an encyclical criticising the Nazis.
Oh, God. Is that Galen? No. Is it Paul VI or something? I've got literally no idea.
Paul VI.
Now, that was Pius XII. And finally, underground seminary student during the Second World War, then ethics professor, who later, as a bishop, vocally opposed communism.
Is that
John Paul II?
John Paul II.
That is John Paul II. Yeah. 10 points for this. Discovered in 1801, which Group 5 transition metal was initially known as columbium? Used in superconductors and optical components, its modern name comes from the daughter of Tantalus in Greek mythology.
Newnham Ellis.
Niobium.
Niobium is correct. Well done. These bonuses are on space in 20th century art. Born in 1887, which US modernist painted Starlight Night, a watercolour in which she represents stars as irregular shapes against a blue watercolour background?
Any US watercolourists?
I don't know any US artists that did watercolours.
No, I don't have any watercolours.
Okay, pass.
That was Georgia O'Keeffe.
Oh.
Which US painter and graphic artist was one of a number invited by NASA to attend the launch of Apollo 11, resulting in his stoned moon drawing, one of a series of lithographs inspired by the event?
Ooh, a graphic artist.
Sounds like
Liechtenstein.
Liechtenstein.
It wasn't, it was Rauschenberger. Which pop artist created the colour screen print Moonwalk 1987, a reimagining of a photograph of Buzz Aldrin standing on the moon?
This sounds... Yeah, Warhol.
Well, no, what were you going to say?
I know, this sounds probably Warhol.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say this sounds like Warhol.
Oh, right, okay. Warhol.
Warhol is correct. 10 points for this. St Cuthbert, the patron saint of the north of England, is buried in which Norman cathedral?
Jesus Ankerwall.
Lindisfarne.
No, you lose 5 points. The seat of the fourth-ranked bishop in the Church of England?
Newnham Ellis.
York.
No, that's the second rank.
Oh, yeah, no.
It was Durham. 10 points for this. Derived respectively from an equilateral triangle and a square, the two fractals known as the gasket and the carpet are named after which Polish mathematician?
Jesus Ankerwall.
Sierpinski.
Sierpinski is correct. These bonuses are on Arctic exploration. The Arctic Sea to the north of the Kara Peninsula is named after which 16th century Dutch navigator?
Who? Is that? No idea. Jan Mayen? I'm not sure.
Just go for it.
I'll go for it.
Nominate, yeah.
Jan Meyer?
No, it's Willem Barents. Barents died in 1597 off the coast of which archipelago in northern Russia? Consisting of two large principal islands, its name means new land.
I don't know any archipelagos. Again, I'm not sure.
Kamchatka, an archipelago.
It's not
Not Novosibirsk, is that?
No, that's not Novosibirsk. Just say that.
Novosibirsk.
No, it's Novaya Zemlya. You are now sailed into the north of my lady's opinion, where you will hang like an icicle on a Dutchman's beard. Thought to allude to Barents, this line is delivered by Fabian to Sir Andrew Aguecheek in which of Shakespeare's plays?
Twelfth Night, I think.
Twelfth Night.
Twelfth Night is correct. Well done. Right, we're going to take another picture round now. For your picture starter, you'll see a photograph of a musical act. For 10 points, please give me their name.
Newnham Bowen.
Sparks?
That is correct, yes. That was the band Sparks. They were the subject of a 2021 documentary and a concert film directed by Edgar Wright. For your picture bonuses, you're going to see stills from 3 concert films by directors better known for their narrative films. In each case, I want the group that is the subject of the film. Firstly...
Ooh, I'm not sure.
Any ideas?
Oh my god.
I don't recognise anyone, so...
What is that instrument? Oh, that's just a guitar.
That's a guitar.
Do you have any?
I don't.
Okay,
think
pass.
That's the band. Secondly...
Big band.
Got any ideas?
I'm not sure, no, sorry.
Anything? Just
anything at all.
No, I don't know.
Go with Duke Ellington again.
Yeah. Duke Ellington.
No, that is the Buena Vista Social Club. Finally...
Oh, Talking Heads.
Yes.
Talking Heads.
It is Talking Heads, yes. 10 points for this. Born in Dublin in 1782, John Field is often described as the originator of what form of musical composition, whose later exponents include Frédéric Chopin. Often written for solo piano, it evokes a period of time within a full day.
Jesus McGregor.
Nocturne.
Nocturne is correct. These bonuses are on eponymous chemical reactions. Name each one from the description. Named after the French and US chemists who discovered it in 1877, which reaction uses a halogen carrier to substitute alkyl or acyl groups into a benzene ring?
Friedel Crafts, maybe.
Possibly, but it's some French American.
I can't think of anything.
Friedel Crafts.
Correct. Named after the Nobel laureates of 1950, which addition reaction forms 6-membered rings?
It's not Grignard, is it?
No. Grignard.
No, it's a Diels-Alder reaction. After a pair of Russian chemists, what 2 letters denote the oscillating reactions that form rings or spiral patterns in Petri dishes?
No.
I've seen it, I can't remember it.
Pass.
It's a BZ reaction. 10 points for this. An example of Shakespeare's infrequent use of a chorus. Which play opens with the invocation of a muse of fire?
Newnham Ellis.
Henry V.
Henry V is correct. 3 questions on designers and architects for your bonuses, Newnham. In 1967, the designer and architect Sir Misha Black created the distinctive black and red on white design used for street signs in which London borough?
Anyone know this?
London.
I think I've seen them, but I don't know which. I don't know London, so
Black and red and white. I mean, Westminster.
Westminster.
Maybe.
No, that's not borough, is it?
Oh, it's not.
Or is it? I mean, it's City of Westminster. So
I can only name one borough.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm going to say Southwark.
No, it was Westminster.
Oh, so I'm so
It's
sorry.
all right. Just guess.
In the 1960s, the government hired David Rogerson Mellor to design a new type of postbox. And what other ubiquitous item? It has been common on Britain's roads since the first versions were introduced in Parliament Square in 1868.
What was it? So postbox and... Because it's not telephone box, that's Giles Gilbert Scott.
So, oh goodness, what else is ubiquitous?
It's touristy stuff.
I just keep seeing like highway markers, but they're not very...
No. I might just say telephone box even though that's...
Come on.
Say that.
Telephone box.
No, it's the traffic light.
Oh, okay.
Born in 1880, which architect designed the traditional British red telephone box?
Giles Gilbert Scott.
Very good. 10 points for this. What is the common name of the triangular-shaped seeds of Fragiparum esculentum? It is a staple grain in Eastern Europe, where it's often called cassia.
Newnham Bowen.
Buckwheat.
Buckwheat is correct. You get these bonuses on an engineering process. Submerged arc, resistance spot, solid state and laser beam are all forms of what engineering process relating to metalworking?
Laser beam engraving.
Solid state.
I don't know.
Solid state.
Cutting.
Metalworking. Welding. Soldering.
Yeah. Soldering.
It's welding.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's all right.
What two quantities are plotted against each other in a graph to represent the ductility properties of a weld? The area under the curve is a measure of the toughness of the material.
So
Stress and strain or something.
I think it might be like stress per length or strain per length or something like that. Strain.
Come on, let's have it,
Strain
please.
per length.
No, it's stress and strain.
I'm so sorry.
Brazing is a form of welding that uses filler metal with a melting point above 450 degrees. What similar process uses a filler metal that melts at lower temperatures?
Maybe that's soldering.
Yeah, I think
soldering.
That is soldering,
Okay.
yes. 10 points for this. In physics, what letter is used to represent all of these? A type of Bessel function, current density.
Jesus Ankerwall.
J.
J is correct. These are on African capitals, your bonuses. Which city was founded by British abolitionists in 1792 as a place to settle formerly enslaved black people from London? It was the capital of British West Africa from 1808 to 1874.
From Liberia.
Liberia.
No, it's not.
No, it's not Liberia.
West
Africa. Could be
Nigeria,
Lagos. I think Lagos.
Lagos.
No, it's Freetown.
Oh,
Which present-day capital became a slave resettlement site for free slaves in 1849? It was later the main port for French Equatorial Africa.
French Equatorial Africa. That's not Monrovia. That's not Monrovia.
Come on.
Dakar.
Dakar.
No, it's Libreville. Founded in 1822 and named after a US president, which city was intended to emulate Freetown as a home for freed slaves?
Monrovia.
Monrovia.
Monrovia is correct. 10 points for this. I want you to answer as soon as your name is called. What is the sum of the infinite geometrical series with the first term 10 and the common ratio 2/3?
Jesus Ankerwall.
30.
30 is correct. Your bonuses are on books with days of the week in their titles. Which novel of 1908 by G.K. Chesterton follows the detective Gabriel Syme as he infiltrates the Central Anarchist Council and pursues the head, Sunday, throughout Europe?
It's like The Man Who Was Thursday or something.
The Man Who Was Thursday.
Correct. The first in a series of novels by Alexander McCall Smith, which 2004 novel first introduced Isabel Dalhousie, the mystery-solving editor of an academic periodical?
No, literally no idea.
It's like, I don't know.
Pass.
It's the Sunday Philosophy Club. Which British authors wrote the 2005 novel Saturday?
Ian McEwan.
Ian McEwan.
Ian McEwan is correct. 10 points for this. And at the wrong, Jesus College Cambridge have 115, but Newnham College Cambridge have 215. Well, bad luck, Jesus. You took a while to get going, but never mind. It's only a game. Which you did very well to win, Newnham. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
We shall look forward to seeing you in the next stage of the competition. I hope you can join us next time for another quarter-final match. But until then, it's goodbye from Jesus College Cambridge.
Goodbye.
It's goodbye from Newnham College Cambridge.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.